Hello, everybody. William Yardley here. Um, what's going on in politics today, right here in the good old USA? Well, the thing is, we're supposed to be living in a democracy where the majority rules, right? A lot of Republicans will say, no, no, it's a republic, majority doesn't necessarily rule. But the fact is, even though we have the presidency and the Congress, barely, the Senate, the truth is that in the Senate, because of the filibuster, uh, we Democrats need 10 Republicans to sign on to any legislation that isn't can't get through by the reconciliation process, I should say. And even on that, with that $3.5 trillion human infrastructure bill they're trying to get through, now they're negotiating, the Republicans are negotiating it downwards, saying that, it's going to cost too much. So the Democrats are going to be forced to go down to who knows what, 2 trillion, 1 trillion, whatever it is. The thing is, the Republicans will bitch about the debt, national debt, only when there's a Democratic president, right? When there's a Republican president, during the Trump administration, during the Trump years, they didn't say anything about the debt. And Trump, I don't know exactly how much he spent in 4 years, but it was quite a bit, And he promised that he was going to bring the national debt down to zero, right? Yeah, right. So that was a bunch of shit. And but the thing is, earlier this year, ProPublica exposed the fact that the billionaires and millionaires, they're not really, they're not paying the amount of taxes they should be paying. Jeff Bezos and others went a couple of years without paying anything at all. Amazon went a few years without paying any taxes, and I think it was either 2019 or 2020 that the 55 major corporations didn't pay any taxes at all. Supposed to be paying 17% or something like that. And so, the way I see it, like Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren were saying, they need to institute a wealth tax, but that would be impossible with the filibuster in place. So I mean, the filibuster has to be done away with, and hopefully Joe Biden is starting to come around to that fact. I mean, people will say, well, the president can't do it, the Congress has to do it. Well, but the president, he's the president. He can strong arm Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. They're the ones that are dragging their feet on a lot of different things. But there is a movement to try to end the filibuster, and hopefully, it's going to take a lot of work, and it might take some time. We really don't have time. This global warming is, it's getting worse faster than the scientists were predicting. They were saying that we have 12 years to convert to renewable energy, at which point, it would be an irreversible process. In 12 years, we'd reach the point of no return, to where basically humankind would, it would get so bad that humankind would probably go extinct. I don't know how long it would take, but I mean, but it's getting worse faster than scientists predicted. So, it's starting to look like we only have, like, who knows, 5, 6, 7 years. So the Green New Deal, we have to get that instituted into law before it's too late. So, meanwhile, the Republicans, they look at what they did. They lied about the vaccine on purposely throwing a wrench into Biden's economy, or economic plans, I should say. And, not to mention, and so, the weekly death rate from COVID is starting to increase again. It was going way, way down. But now, because of the Delta variant, it's starting to get out of control again. And, there's going to have to be more, we have to do more mask mandates, distancing again, looks like. And the Republicans did that on purpose, and people are dying, As far as I'm concerned, the Republicans are evil. At least their leaders are, and then all the dupes that follow them, I don't know. I don't think they have any excuse, but it doesn't take that much research to find out that no, the vaccines, they work, and they're safe. But yet, I don't even think, not even 60 or 55% of Americans are fully vaccinated yet. And, and then they have all these voter restrictions laws in place that the Supreme Court allowed. They allowed their voter restriction laws to go through in Arizona, which opened the way for all the other states to do the same thing. So hopefully Biden, he's been talking lately about, the wealthy not paying their fair share. And so he does have plans to increase taxes on the wealthy. And hopefully he'll follow through on his promise to end the loophole wherein the capital gains holdings aren't taxed, until they're sold. So, but a billionaire could hang on to them for life, basically, and not get taxed on it. So, yeah, I think, capital gains has to be taxed also, but really we need a wealth tax. Elizabeth Warren's plan, I don't know, it sounded kind of weak to me. Something like 3%. It needs to be more like 5, 6, 7% at least. That would be annually. That would raise quite a bit of money, I think. 7% on, let's see, say 7% on millionaires and 15% on billionaires. That might raise $1 trillion a year, I think. So anyway, Democrats have a lot of work to do. And of course, they're fighting against Charles Koch and Steve Mercer and the dark money. They're fighting against the evangelicals, Christians, so-called Christians. It was being led by Ralph Drollinger and others. They changed Bible verses to. At one point, they were saying that it's not the government's place to help those that need help. The church is supposed to do that. Don't worry about it. We'll do that. Yeah, right. So, basically, we're fighting against evil. These billionaires and millionaires that don't care about anything except making more money, trying to deny global warming, and I don't know. I would just urge everybody to do what you can. I know one vote isn't going to make a whole lot of difference, but you can get on social media and become an influencer. You know, for good for the causes of the people. You know, get on Twitter, Facebook, and you know, educate people about what's really going on. That's what I'm trying to do, and hopefully we can overcome. Sometimes I feel like, you know, you just can't. It almost seems impossible to overcome the evil system that's in place due to people like Charles Koch, Robert Mercer, and the evangelicals that have a Republican bent to them. I mean, how could you call yourself a Christian, following Jesus, and then vote for somebody like Trump, who's immoral, corrupt? In my opinion, he caused an insurrection, which in my opinion is high treason against the United States of America. The President of the United States committing high treason against the United States of America. You know, what the hell's that? Anyway, this is just a little video I thought I'd put out there, and hopefully I can get some of you guys out there in Twitter land and Facebook land to take a look at it and tell me what you think. All right, I'll be back later. Thank you. Goodbye.